Man, listen, quite a life. And it's like, I think that the dopest part is that you're continuing to do things on your own terms. You know what I'm saying? Is that, okay, I'm not playing the NBA right now. I've been making good decisions all these years where I'm going to make decisions that sit right with my spirit and with my character. I'm not just doing it just for the money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there doing a bunch of celebrity boxing type shit and getting embarrassed in the ring and, you know what I mean? Just because I need the money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and this is why, like, I've always preached financial literacy on Vlad TV really since the very beginning about, like, invest, like, put your money in the stock market. You know what I mean? Don't do risky shit. You know, if you're going to buy property, you know what I'm saying? Like do it for the right reasons. You know, because
I talk about that in the album too.
Yeah.
Buying property, buying cars, renting cars out that I bought.
Oh yeah, all my cars are leased.
Drive them.
All my cars are leased.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, I have no reason to buy cars. That. Because they're bad investments. Car's not a good investment.
Why?
Because it depreciates every year.
No, they told you that in the textbook.
No, I mean, maybe these days with what's happening in the economy with used cars selling for more, but in general, unless you have a certain type of car.
You can rent it out. You could put it on movie sets.
Yeah, do you really want to go through all that trouble? Do you really want to churn? Do you really want to become a car rental shop? Or do you really want to focus on what you're really good at?
You want to keep paying for a car note for the rest of your life?
I have no problems leasing cars for the rest of my life.
That's a note the rest of your life?
No problem.
I'm done.
No problem.
I don't have a note.
Well, you have insurance.
That you got to pay that too. So that's an extra charge, though.
Okay, but
that's a separate charge from lease. What I'm saying is, it's a win to own. We can't lie to these people. That's a preference to take a lease. It's not better.
It really depends because the lease
depending on what car you get,
you could actually write off the lease 100% based on your business.
You can do that.
See what I'm saying?
You got to give them that loophole though.
Can't do that. Can't do that when you buy a car.
You can't just use your girl LLC either. You can't just use your girl LLC. I see what y'all did during COVID.
I have a proper business and I have a proper business card.
I see what y'all did during COVID, man. You can't use your girl LLC. You can't sell the waist trainers and get a Lambo the next day and shit. I see what y'all doing, man.
Exactly. You can actually write off the car.
No, you definitely can.
And that's why I've been doing it all these years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You need to give a tutorial on that. Make them pay $1.99, walk them through that.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing shit like that one day. I'm definitely charging y'all $1.99.
Yep. You know, but the whole thing is that
$1.99 in the dream, motherfucker.
but the fact that you have what you call a nest egg, other people call savings or whatever you want to call it, means that at this point in your life, you're doing what you want to do and what you think are the best decisions in the future and the best long-term decisions. Because I feel like the more money you have set aside, the longer term your decisions are.
Man,
you see what I'm saying?
Hear it on the album, I say, this part of life I'm doing for the homies around me. I could be petty, but I'm 30 with a 40 on me, whistle at me. And all I'm saying is, if I got a gun on me, it's to protect something that I earned. Mm-hmm. Right? Doing this for the homies mean I done created a nest egg that got me straight. Now I'm trying to create something that's like, boom, now all they could skyrocket too. Cause that same fear that I had of like, yo, people was all asking me for something. It's like, can I create enough avenues and keep my foot holding open enough doors till everybody get through a door and everybody straight? Cause that helped my nest egg go up. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's more about that. For so long, I've been trying to like keep everybody separate and, you know, you come as a plus one, and now it's more about just the collaborative efforts. Like, how many people can we collab? How many numbers can we bring in? Like, how many times can we show them, like, hey, bro, if we come, we probably gonna come with like 50 people, but the energy gonna be there when we get there. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big movement and a big deal. It's been cool, though, learning, like, the business trade, learning the ups and downs, the marketing side of things, trying to understand the new social media shit. Cause you know, they only showing your posts to like 20% of people and shit. So it's like,
especially on Facebook.
You see what I'm saying? Like just understanding all that, understanding numbers, understanding what the people want. It's been cool to study it nonetheless, even though I've been kind of sick that I ain't been playing in the league. But it's like, nonetheless, growth is growth and experiences are experiences. I'm just glad I said yes to a lot of stuff so far.
Well, look, I have 15 full-time employees. All of them are very fairly paid. All of them have health insurance. full health insurance and dental insurance and vision and life insurance. That's all off of me.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Off of a company that I created in my bedroom.
Fire.
You know what I mean? And every month, you know what I'm saying? And
it feels
they get
good.
Bonuses and raises and they're in great working conditions. They get the newest equipment to work on. And it's just like, yo, like that to me is like, you know, and I realized early on, like the more money you have, like I said, the longer you know, the decision-making process is longer. Like the richest people are making decisions based past their lifetime. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when you're sitting on billions of dollars, you're thinking about what this money is going to do 100 years from now when you're dead and gone, what your great-great-grandparents, you know, great-great-great-grandkids are doing. Mm-hmm. When you're struggling, you're thinking about tomorrow or next week.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
That's it.
And you make the worst decisions when you're just trying to get to next week because you're just trying to get to next week. You don't worry about a month from now what's going to happen. You know, you don't worry about taking these credit cards with this, you know, these crazy interest rates.
I tell my friends this all the time, which again, that's why I'm going to send you the link to the album.
Okay.
I got a song on there called Broke. And you start realizing like the difference. And, like I know you said that you always seen it as rich or poor. Mm-hmm. There's rich, there's broke. But there's rich, there's middle class, there's broke, and there's poor. To me, poor is like you need help and assistance. So you're getting assistance from the government. Mm-hmm. So that's a different vibe, which poor is hard to understand because poor will lie to you. Because every time poor people get some money, they can actually blow it knowing they get assistance and aid coming from the government. You know what I'm saying? I never understood that, and I had to understand that breakdown. Broke people usually don't get the aid, but still don't have the nest egg. Middle class is usually they have the nest egg, but it's literally just to float them for what they need. There's no extra.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And then you got rich. That's just like, we got everything we need, and then we go get it. Like, we go get more and do whatever the fuck and replenish whatever we spend.
And in the rich stage, your money's being invested and your money is making money.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying with the broke
That's
thing.
the difference. If your money is not making money and if you're basing everything off of your labor, you will always be
You can't tell them money making money though, because then they spend their money. This is why I always...
money, it's making money that you don't touch.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's the hidden.
It's like, bro,
people who don't have money don't understand. Like, what do you mean? You talk about these stocks are making all this money and you can't go spend it? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
First off, you got to get the collection of money together that you don't spend.
Exactly.
Then you got to put that over there and forget about it. Now you start another nest egg that's actual savings.
Right.
It's like now you got some money.
Right.
Now, and you're still broke at this point because it's like, so it's like you got to put some money into investments that's just going to work for you.
Right.
Then you get you some savings just in case everything goes bad.
Right.
Now you could play ball. Like now your money that comes in, you could start evaluate. But people, it's that shoebox idea. You finally see that 20,000 you saved up, and you're just like, man, I'm gonna spend 10,000 of the 20,000 just because I worked at my ass off. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, bro, I've been trying to get all my homies to get to like 20, 40 bands, bro, and then call yourself broke. Because if you just been doing whatever you've been doing to get there, if you live frugally like that for another 6 months and you could bring in another 40, by the time that other 40 get here, if this 40's already invested, by that time that get here, now you got bread. Because now you can make moves. You can make other investments. You can make a play and actually take a loss. You can see what you're good at. A lot of people don't even have enough money to see what they're good at.
Yeah. And when you realize what the power of compounded interest actually does, when you learn how that actually works over the course of a few years, when your money doubles and then doubles and then doubles, when it goes up 10% and your original investment's actually like 200%, that's when you're really like, oh shit. Yeah. Like this is why when I talk about looking at things past your lifetime, this is why most of the money is in these huge trusts. You know what I mean? These pension funds, these university funds that have been running for 200, 300, 400 years. And they've just been accumulating money every year. And eventually you're sitting on billions of dollars. Yeah. And no one's touching it. They're not going out and spending that shit.
Not at all.
People don't understand that part. But that's really what I say. Like, there's no real middle class because the middle class just has that little bit of savings to get by someone loses their job, someone gets sick, that savings is gone.
Go.
And now you're back on the grind again. If you're rich, that savings, okay, I'm going to use that savings to get by, but I'm sitting on another 10, 20 million over here in my investments that if I want to chip away a little bit at it, it's not a big deal.
Right.
So financial literacy, man, it's not taught in schools at all.
For $1.99, man, I'll walk y'all through that nice and slow. Do it on the live. $1.99.
$1.99. Iman Shumpert, man, it's a pleasure. This is actually our first interview. I mean, you've interviewed before on the platform with Coach PR, but this is the first time me and you were actually sitting down together, man. This was an honor and a pleasure, man.
I appreciate
Hope we
you
can do it again one day.
Yes, sir.
That's how we do it. Peace.